Well, welcome to this episode of Hawkeye Squawk Box. This time it'll be a video tutorial. I'm just going to talk a few minutes about the tools that I have on hand. Probably not all of them, but most of the ones that I use for applying decals, since I'm getting ready to start the decaling portion of the TSR2 project. One of the things I like to have on my bench when I work with doing decaling is a foam pad. This one's called Funky Foam. I picked this up at the local hobby and craft store. They come in different colors. I use these also for photo backgrounds. It just gives a nice soft surface to protect the model when you're working on it, when you have it sitting on the bench. The other things that I have here are some paint brushes that I use strictly for decaling. I use these to apply the decal setting solutions and solvents and the water. I also use them to help move the decals around into position when I'm working. You don't want to mix these with paint. You want these dedicated strictly for decaling. I also have a selection of scissors, small surgical type scissors, but surprisingly this pair from Xuron fits my hand very well, which is important that when you're decaling or using any tool that you have a tool that is steady in your hand and comfortable. This is very sharp shear. It does a remarkable job of cutting decals from the sheet close and cleanly with great control. I'm very sold on these. I love them a lot. The other thing I have is a selection of tweezers, a good set of tweezers. I like the reverse action tweezers because it allows the decal to be held without me having to apply pressure. I have a clunky set of reverse action tweezers that I use in conjunction with some paper towel that I can tear off a chunk of paper towel, set it on the tweezers, and then I can use it to mop up water on the model, and then I can just give it a flick when it's wet and it goes away into the trash can. I also have some Q-tips. The trick is you want to use dabbing products for absorption that are lint-free, because you do not want the lint particles to get caught under the decal. Otherwise you're going to have issues with the decaling. I also have a couple of very sharp blades in my hobby knives. These are from Excel. Including this real small one, which is great for doing a lot of fine, intricate work when you have to carve around compound angles on a decal. I use a old clock face, the glass from a clock, as my decaling reservoir for water, which sits on my candle or coffee warmer. Helps me keep the water warm. I turn it on and off as I need the temperature to adjust. I also keep a reservoir of water handy so I can keep adding water, because when we decal we're always taking water away from the reservoir. The other thing that I use, which may seem strange for decaling, but it's a polishing stick. Now, polishing stick, I can't build a model without these. I find myself, this is the most used tool in my workshop. I use it from the beginning of the model build to dress parts up after they come off the sprue, to working paint issues and even decaling issues and weathering issues. What this allows you to do, if you rub your finger over the model and you've got this thing clear coated and you feel specks of dust, you can lightly take out that speck of dust or flatten that area out so that it is ready to receive the decal. Again, polishing sticks are a great thing to have even in the decaling process. Once the decals are applied, they also can be used to weather the decals, to take the gloss off them, to scratch at them, to give them that worn appearance that you would do in your weathering process. So, I'm getting ready to start my the decaling of my TSR2. I've got some decals from my spares that I've collected, and through those decal sheets I have what I need to do my project. So I'm going to start that. Stay tuned and see how